SACounterculture.com here at Backstage Live. We are here for the Raw Artist Art Show. There's going to be some awesome artwork inside. Let's go have a look. Let's go see what's going on. All right. SanAntonioCounterculture.com here talking to Eric, and you did some very interesting artwork in there. I was watching you on the computer. Tell me all about it.
What I'm doing is I'm doing live sketching using Photoshop and a Wacom tablet. I digitally paint, where I used to do airbrushing, and airbrushing is just a lot of work, so I've moved over. My medium now is a computer. I use Photoshop and Painter, and I paint in the computer.
What kind of computer do you use? I
use an Apple computer. Just a straight Macintosh. But you can use a PC, anything. It's really open to anybody. All you need is a pressure-sensitive tablet, and off you go.
What type of tablet do you use?
Actually, at home I use a Cintiq, and what it is, it's a pressure-sensitive tablet that's a screen. So I actually can draw and paint on the screen itself. So it's just like drawing. It tilts, it turns, and it's a great piece of equipment.
Like, what inspired you to do all this on the computer?
Well, it really started in the early 90s. I worked for Marvel Comics and Image Comics.
Oh?
Yeah, and so you did everything in Photoshop, and that's how you colored work. So you'd draw it, you'd ink it, and then you'd color it on the computer. And I was airbrushing at the time, and when I got introduced to that, I said, this is my tool. So I went from Image Comics to just, that's what I did. In the early 90s, the comic book industry kind of dropped out. And you went from making great money to making like $75 a page. So I got out of that industry and I went over into graphic design. And so that's how I've made my living for a really long time. But now there's kind of a resurgence in my type of concept work, in kind of fantasy illustrative work.
Very cool. So fantasy is that your favorite style of art?
It is. I definitely like the Blizzard, that kind of thing. It's definitely goblins, demons, monsters, anything like that is definitely down my alley.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
How can we see your artwork online, or do you have a Facebook account?
You can. You can go to www.elmstreetart.com, and I usually load all my artwork up there. Yeah.
Are you a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street?
I was a fan of the first one.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And then I lived on Elm Street, and so it just came to be.
Okay, so that's where that name came from. It didn't come from the horror film.
No, it came from the horror film.
Okay.
Yeah, and the fact that I lived on Elm Street when the horror film came out, so.
It was meant to be. What do you, the viewers at home, think? All right, well, very cool. It's nice talking to you, Eric. Nice meeting you.